Okay, what I'm doing is I'm now going to create a new group, a new Google group for my 7th period personal finance class, and then I'm going to create a group within the Gmail account so that I do not have to individually email each student. I can just do it to everyone within the class all at once. Since I do not have a Google Groups app on my startup page, I'm just going to open up Google Drive, which gives me my Google toolbar here, and I want to go to Groups. And while Groups is opening, I don't need my Drive anymore, so I'll just close that. So I want to check out what groups I'm currently a member of, or what have I already created group-wise. So when I click on the My Groups, these are everything that either I've joined because there was no approval necessary, or I've requested membership to and have been approved for membership to this group, or that I myself have created. I'm either a manager of it or an owner and a manager of it. So I'm going to come down here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to double check that I am not a member of, or what I want to do is I want to double check that I do not already have a period 7 personal finance, a period 7 personal finance group made. I have the big one for both period 2 and period 7, but other than my big personal finance group, I want to make sure that there is not one specifically for period 7. So I'm just going to review my list. So these are ones that I've either joined or requested membership to and have been granted. This is one that I'm an owner of so that I can manage it, or I'm a manager as well. So these are requested. So looking down my list of groups, I do not see a period 7 personal finance. So what I can then do is create a group. I'm just going to call it personal finance 7. It gives me my group email address, personal finance 7, but the spaces are filled in with dashes because the internet does not want any open character spots. So it will fill in where you have spaces with a dash. Under group description, I can type in the description of this class. So this is Mrs. Smith's Fall Personal Finance Class, Period 7. Our group primary language is going to be English. I'm fine with all of this. Down under basic permissions, though, I want to change the post and the join. Posting means that we can put a post against this group. And right now it says that all members of the group, as well as any member within Upper Adams, can post to this group, which I don't want. I want to be able to manage this myself. So I'm going to deselect the Upper Adams organization members as well as my students because I don't want them making posts to this group without my knowledge, without my going in there and managing everything. So I'm just going to leave it as the owners of the group can post and the managers of the group can post. The other thing I want to change is about who can join. Right now it's saying that anyone within the organization, anyone within Upper Adams can join this group. What I want to do is I want to say, you can ask, but until I grant you permission, you're not going to be able to join the group. So I'm going to say anyone in the organization can ask. So now I'm going to create it. And it's going to take a second. And congratulations, your Google group has been created. Now at this point I can either invite the people to join the group, or I can customize my settings, add a topic, and so forth. I'm just going to close this. So here's my new group for Personal Finance 7. If I look at the members, I'm the only one listed. So I can either manage over here, or I can click on the green manage button here. Does not matter. And I am the only member. Now you'll see over on the left hand side underneath groups, it says Personal Finance. And if I move this over a little bit, there it says 7. So I know I'm in the right group. And under members, I want to directly add members. Now they're not going to get an email from me. I'm just adding them in. Okay, so I've now added my 15 students in my class. I'm not going to leave them a message, but I'm going to say that all the emails should be sent and received as they happen. So I'm going to say add. It's going to again take a second while it adds these people, and there's my 15 members. Now if I want, I can show who my members are. So here are my members, and that's fine. One thing though that I want to do is I want to go under settings, and under email options I want to get a subject prefix, and it gives me some examples, and I'm just going to do Personal Finance 7, and I'm going to say save. It's now saved, so I can go back, and I want to just check one more thing. I want to manage this, and I should have all my students, all email is chosen. Okay. I'm going to go back underneath groups under Personal Finance 7. I can close my settings now, and under information I just want to look at my general information. So this will give me my group email address. I'm just going to copy this from my next step, and I'm going to save this. Okay, it's saved. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my email, my Gmail. So if I try to compose a message to this group, it's most likely not going to come through. Now I have my confirmation, my Personal Finance 7 has been established. If I try to compose a message, it doesn't know it. So we're not quite ready. What we want to do is we want to make this group within the email. So over on the left are all of my labels. Next to the mail label is a down arrow. When I click on that, what you want to do is go into contacts. Again, the labels are on the left-hand side, and down here is new group label. So you're then going to click on the new group label. So I'm going to call it Personal Finance 7. It says it's been created, so I need to go under my contacts, and there's my Personal Finance 7. When I click on that, there's nobody in there. So a couple more steps here. So we're going to add. I'm going to add Personal Finance 7. Personal Finance 7, I'm going to add that. I'm going to click on here, and then I'm going to click on it again. And I can rename this if I want, but what's really important is I need to type in Personal Finance 7 at upperadams.org. I'm going to tell it to save now, and now you can see I have connected profiles. Until you have a connected profile, it's not going to work. So now it's been saved. I can now go back into my mail, compose an email. So Personal Finance 7. This Personal Finance will not work because there is no mail address underneath it. What I want is Personal Finance 7 at upperadams.org. Normally I would do this with the students in the room, but they're not here. I'm going to do this anyway. Did you get this? So this has gone through. I'm going to go down and check my sent email. And you'll see it says to Personal Finance 7. Please reply. And did you get this? So it looks like it has gone through. I'm not going to get it, even because I'm the owner. It's not going to email me. And that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, come find me. If you have any questions, get in touch with me. Otherwise, good luck.